All right. Life is lifing. Oh my God, has life been lifing in real time? And as much as I wanted to make a video and cut it up and make it cute and fun and with sounds and music and entertaining, life is lifing in real time. So I was like, let's just do something in real time. And in real time, I'm now moving. I'm moving. In my last video, I reorganized my house. I put up my pole. I turned a room into a living room. And I was ready for change. And change came, and not the way I expected. The fires happened. And unfortunately for me, I actually had to evacuate. It was very uncomfortable. It was quite scary. It was eye-opening. It was also heartbreaking seeing what was happening to other people who were losing their homes, people I knew who were affected. It was a lot. And I decided that I wanted to move and leave LA. So I'm leaving LA. And in leaving LA, I had a lesson on humbling my ego, because my ego wants to stay here, yet my spirit knows it's time to move on. And I know when God is telling me to move on, and I know when God is saying, be obedient to what I'm saying, not here, not now. And I can feel it, and I can feel the push. And in answering to that push, even though I am moving and things are moving fast, they're flowing. And that's how I know I'm moving in the right direction, because there's a flow to it. I don't feel like I'm hitting brick walls. I feel like answers are coming to me. For instance, I went to storage today to drop some things off. And of course, I have to find movers. And so as I'm coming out of storage, a gentleman says hi to me, and he says, "Oh, I'm a moving company. Here's my card." That was just like an answer came to me. So moving on can be difficult, yet when you do choose to move on and listen to the message when it is time to move on, things do flow in the direction that you're moving. And I'm grateful for that. So my house right now, I did rearrange that again because people are coming to look at my home. Also, this isn't my home. I'm renting. I'm renting this beautiful 3-bedroom house. And I've also decided not only am I going to move out of the state of California, I'm also going to downsize. Even though I'll get more for my money, it feels good to splurge right now to get rid of so many things. I'm going through so many things to get rid of, including furniture, patio furniture, things outside. And I'm also purging things within me. So that's what's going on with life. And trying to keep up with the content in real time with editing and things like that. Right now, it's like adding another thing to my plate where I can just show up. I'm working on just showing up without all the glitz and glam, without curating the story. There will be times where, of course, I'm going to post and edit and these things, but I also want to share the moments in real time. That the lesson that I'm receiving here is being obedient, knowing when it's time to move on, releasing attachments. Because when I say I'm so attached to this beautiful space, I'm so attached to living here, I'm so attached to how I created this space, I'm so attached to how I feel in this space. But you know how powerful you are or aren't based on what you're willing to release or what has control over you. And I feel like I don't want any attachments to have control over my purpose. Some ASMR of my dog drinking water. He's very thirsty. I just don't want to talk over that for too long. You done? Okay. Um, I feel like this is a year of releasing attachments for a lot of people. Unfortunately, some didn't have a choice in the matter of releasing their attachments. I feel like I was blessed to recognize what I was attached to and give myself the opportunity to regain my power and get in the right path and direction. So let's end this by saying to anyone out there who is on the same path of having to move on, of having to release attachments, of having to figure, and I don't want to say figure things out because I feel like God is figuring things out, but being obedient through the process and the plan and the step by step by step, taking it one day at a time and seeing how you can accomplish that day and recognizing the ways that God shows up in that day. That's where I am. And I genuinely feel like a lot of people are there right now. And in being there, I guess is my message to you is that you're not alone. I feel as though because of the industry I work in, I don't know. I don't even know. I was about to get into like preconceived bullshit, but when my mind is like, what is the fuck is that matter for? But all I'm saying is that people are not alone in their process of going through life, figuring things out, making plans, moving on, detaching, downsizing, saving, re-identifying with new environments, new people, new self. So many of us are in that process, and 2025 is hard. It's been a hard year, and we're here in January. I'm still grateful and hopeful though, at the end of the day. I did have some rough days where I just sat around praying all day because I lost a lot of hope and gratitude, and I prayed for it back, and here I am, and that to me is a miracle that I recognize and I'm grateful for. And let's just see in the chat. I hope that others can recognize the miracles in their lives when they receive more hope, resilience, faith, belief in themselves, belief in others that they've been praying for. When it shows up, know that it's a miracle as well. Because changing the mind is a very difficult thing, as well as changing your heart, especially when your mind is running how your heart feels. And so I am learning to recognize when I I have to leave things in God's hands, and in God's hands I'm actually safer. I'm safer in God's hands at times than my own because of the work that I have to do on myself. And I'm asking and praying and showing up to do that work so that I can be safer in my hands. And I don't think I'm giving myself much credit now that I'm saying this out loud because I do feel pretty safe. Like I do recognize the messages and things like that. But there's some more mental strength that I can build. And I'm asking God to help me. And for instance, around vulnerability, like doing stuff like this. And the reason why it's hard is because I have social media trauma. That's a whole other video. Anyways, I pray that we all find the ease, the gratitude, the love, the support as we figure things out. And as things figure themselves out, I should say. I am grateful to be in alignment, to feel in alignment, even through a process of letting things go that I love. aka this home. And I'm excited about the discovery of a new home, a new space, a new environment, new connections, new life. I feel myself transforming. And all this is because I chose to just surrender and ask for God's help. So I just rambled for 10 minutes. So I'll be sharing more of the journey with you all as it continues. I have a very long road trip ahead of me. Not very long, but a pretty decent amount of road trip. So I have some exciting things ahead of me. And this spiritual journey is still unfolding as it will continue to. And I look forward to seeing what's in the next chapter. And I hope and pray that by sharing this journey in this way, that someone else just feels like I'm holding their hand, because we're going through this. No matter where you are and what you do, we're going through a spiritual experience every day, which is why I have Spirit of Alignment, to share my spiritual experience, even though it can look like just physical sometimes. But it's not. With that being said, I hope all of you stay blessed and stay aligned. I have some packing to do, some things to donate. I have work ahead of me, so I'm going to get to that. And I have a stain on my shirt. I'm just here, y'all. So I appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate you for supporting me on this journey. I appreciate you for supporting Spirit of Alignment. And I look forward to sharing whatever happens next. To be fair, I really don't know what's going to happen next. So it's going to be a surprise for both of us. All right, y'all. Stay blessed. Stay aligned. Mwah.